see what I'm saying? I do that too, or I watch that show too. Like it has to come back to me,
bro.
Sorry, go ahead.
I've been a player since '62.
Woo,
you've been keeping the peace since '62.
Prime.
62.
You've been in his prime since it started.
62, baby.
62 in his prime.
So I was walking around. You know what I was doing? I was swimming in 1962. I was swimming delightfully, and you know what I was doing? Asking questions. My daddy taught me how to talk to people. You ask questions.
I mean, you know, I'm a salesperson, so
Right. If I know to get you genuinely interested in me, all I got to do is make you talk about you.
Yep.
I know that. Now, here's the thing, though. I am also, if you want to go astrology and all that, I'm a Scorpio.
Y'all want to really pod? You just made me think of something.
He said, "Do you want to really pod?"
You want to really pod?
we do. We run a. What are we
Let's
doing?
record.
I don't know if you had this on your docket, but I just wanted to ask you. You made me think of something. We made this post, and I didn't bring it up on the pod, but this is it. You said I know how to make you genuinely interested in me.
Yeah.
Right. Men know how to do that.
People know how to do that, yeah.
Okay.
They should.
We're men.
Yeah.
As a man,
Not all men. They weak.
how many times have you courted a woman, got her attracted to you, and you just weren't in a good headspace, so you didn't keep up the relationship, right?
Yeah,
She's steady trying to, and you like, I ain't got no money, I ain't got whatever your reason is.
whatever your reason.
She's still pushing through, like baby, we could, whatever it is. There was a post where a man said, "Man, I was down bad. This girl kept trying to get up with me. I ain't answer. He came through. She came through, topped him off, gave him $200. Said, hit me when you get back on your feet." He said, "I never contacted that woman again." And people, was hitting him. And he was like, "Man, for y'all that saying she ugly," he was like, "Nah, it wasn't. It's not even about that. I was a bad person. You know what I'm saying? Like she was a good person, and she really looked out for me. And me being a fucked up person at the time, I never even told, you know what I'm saying, even reached out to her." What is that? Why, what, and that goes to your like lack of communication, how we don't talk, how we, only want to explain that to women. Because when you saw the comments of how all the women were like, it's this, it's cut and dry, or this. I
know a lot of it was probably you missed out on a good woman.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Stupid.
This is what y'all do. Y'all looking for
see,
y'all don't know a good woman when you see them. Y'all
that's
looking
tough,
for them,
man,
y'all looking for them
because,
city girls. Y'all looking for rats, and you know what I'm saying? Y'all can't complain when you get the baby mamas you get.
So no,
that's trauma talk. All that. What
It's
you just
all
said.
trauma talk, especially like it goes so many different directions with women who would comment and say this man did something wrong.
His context was, this is why men deserve less.
Yeah, this is so they're gonna beat him. They're gonna beat him up. But the first thing somebody would say, and I don't want to. I'm gonna always say this. Y'all can tell me to stop doing it, but I don't like to generalize. I'm not gonna say all women, but it's like when they'll say, okay, you missed out on a good woman. She was ready to be there for you and all that. But you would get you would start something with somebody that's so mentally fucked up in a bad headspace and then complain about it.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Why can't that man take some time? And I'm passionate about this because I'm doing it personally.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care about women right now. No pause.
No,
like, that's not where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
So why can't a man just stop and get his shit together? Okay, maybe you could play on the woman's side who complained about this guy. You could say maybe he shouldn't have took the top and he shouldn't have took the $200. But we're all humans too.
He needed all three of those things.
He needed all three of those things. But if from what I'm saying, I'm probably reading too far into his comments, but like, he probably was telling her from day one, like, hey, man, I ain't in the right headspace for none of this. And if you do it,
It's on you.
that's on you, player.
And so I agree. So one of the biggest things is everybody making comments, you don't know crap. You don't know the situation.
Yeah,
Right. So
right.
you don't know if this woman was just like, hey.
I'm just generally speaking because this happens.
Absolutely. So what I'm saying is, with me saying that, it's every situation is a little bit different, right? Every situation got a little bit of a difference, a little bit of different nuance. In this particular situation, I can only know exactly what he was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Have nothing to do, can't figure out the woman at all.
Right.
Right. So we can just wonder. But from his perspective, though, it sounded like this dude was struggling with some form of depression at some scale.
Absolutely.
To where he's negatively looking at himself and all men based on him doing something that maybe this woman wanted to do on her own. She just like, you know what? I feel like being in a given mood.
Absolutely.
Which people do.
Yeah, it's also the same of like when a woman hits you up and be like, man, you want some company? You want some company? Whatever, and it's like whatever you want to do. If you want to come through, and women always like, that's not an invite. You didn't invite me to your crib. It's like she accepted that. It's like the dude was like, man, I'm whatever,
Maybe.
Yeah.
And it's like the woman.
But it's still.
I need you to say yes, I'm coming.
It still goes back to communication, right? It still goes back to communication. And again, we talked about this before, expectations. Now, a lot of times, and I've seen this on the outside looking in, especially with people who give their expectations. Let's say it's a dating site. They're giving all their expectations a list. He has to do this, he has to do this, he has to do this, or she has to do this, she has to be this, she has to do this, right?
Yep.
So when you start talking to somebody, get those small expectations out up front. Let's have that. Like simple stuff, the simple stuff that I've learned on just paying attention is we're in the text message era, right?
I hate it.
We all hate it because I don't want to write sentences. I'm dyslexic. I don't want to fucking write sentences. So, but anyway, people don't talk on the phone.
Right.
But then you might meet that one young lady.
Or man.
Right, that one young lady, right? She gonna say, I don't do this text messaging stuff. We need to talk on the phone. But if she never said that, now if I'm a text messenger dude, I'm gonna keep texting you.
Right.
Because nobody said anything. You know what I'm saying? Like that dude, going back to that dude or your question, he might have told that young lady, like, hey man, he might not have said depressed because most men won't say they're depressed.
Yeah.
I'm fucked up right now, baby. I can't do it. We gonna leave it in the hood terms. I'm fucked up right now. If you want to go out,
how they want to interpret.
Exactly. I'm giving you my expectation up front. The small stuff. I'm not saying I'm giving you everything. Like, oh yeah, I want to be married. I want to do this. No, I'm giving you I met you for the first month expectation on what I expect in the courting phase.
Yep.
And if he gave her that, I don't want to hear no woman say nothing.
Yeah.
Because
like I go to think, what if she said, nah, I just wanted to get this dude some of this and blah 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 blah.
Have y'all ever been through that? Have y'all ever been in a situation?
Yes.
Like we keep making it about
him.
Yeah,
no, absolutely.
Yes. With his situation, we don't know all the variables.
Right.
We know your variables.
Yes, my variables.
When it happened
absolutely.
to you, and you never contacted her back, what was that? Explain that to women that's listening. Like,
so in my situation, it wasn't that I stopped contacting. It was just I'm not gonna do that. We're not gonna have a relationship. We're not gonna have any type of relationship at this moment. If you want to hang out with me, we can not do any of the sexual stuff. We don't have to do any. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not dating. I'm not paying for anything. I'm not going out.
That's you today.
That's me. No, this in that situation. Okay. Similar to your question.
So you let all that be known.
Yeah, I let all that be known.
So has a woman come and done something similar, dropped you off some money, gave you some sexual satisfaction, and physical, you know what I'm saying? Like she also, uplift you mentally too as well. Like, I'm not a whore. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's basically like, hey, this was for you. I did this for you. I care about you. I'm thinking about you. Hit me when you get back straight. And you have not, you know what I'm saying? Let that.
Yeah, it's still because okay, for me, I didn't go back because obviously I'm still not ready for everything. You're in a better headspace, but you're still not ready for a relationship or even the beginnings of a relationship. Like, I don't want to, do any of that.
Responsibility.
Right, I don't want the responsibility of any of that.
Provide and protect and all that.
Exactly.
Like, I'm free right
so
now.
I didn't ghost. But I think when you come out of whatever you went through, right, it sucks for that woman. But it's like, hey, I'm a new me. Let me see what else is out there.
Right.
I don't want to just like, I feel better. Let me go to you.
Could you explain that to her?
She could be a trauma memory, tell you the truth. She can remind
you.
you.
Exactly. She could trigger something bad.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what's not explained to her. She don't know that. She just like,
yeah.
what the fuck?
That's true.
Like, so.
I get that, but in my, real quick. Yeah, in my situation, it sucks. It sucks that I had to be that blunt. And that, like, you're not.
Said it, though.
I said it.
So you said it before.
Yeah.
When she showed up and gave you all the satisfaction.
Yeah, it's like, I don't
know
need.
This ain't going nowhere.
Hey,
that's a dead
now.
That's a different thing.
That's a different thing. But women and this particular person still is like, hey, what the, like, nigga, why are you not doing this?
Go use Zach. Has a woman, and I know you married. Has a woman in your lifetime ever treated you well, right? Mm-hmm. Good. She's been all good in your book. But you never told her thank you. You never said nothing about it. Like, I would say ghost, but it was more of a, I hit you and I never did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, the truth of the matter is, I tell them, like, hey, yeah, it's a wrap.
So y'all just see, this is why you got.
But then it's his age, bro.
No,
this comes with age.
I was doing I was doing that when I was 20s. Because
I lead them on when I was a short.
I let them. We all. You want to have pussy to an extent.
Yeah.
But I didn't have.
I'm not gonna say. Yeah.
Like I was never the type to lie to you. Like I don't have a reason. Like
it's not a lie.
Still leading. I was still. You can still say leading you on.
Right. To me, leading you on with intent, knowing that I'm not gonna be with you that's a lie. Like I'm not. I don't have to front with you. I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen, all right, we can get down. We gonna see what's up. Maybe. What are you gonna see? What's up now with this other person? Nah, we're not doing that. Mm-hmm. I remember doing that, like having a person I was seeing. I was like, hey, we cool.
Mm-hmm.
Kicked it, work, all that stuff, and then we would start messing around. And then after a while, I was like, all right, listen, she wanted to go out for real. I'm like, no. Look, that's not what we on, and it's okay.
So have you ever had a relationship with a woman that fell apart without communication? We didn't talk about it. We just so that's what I'm saying. How did that happen?
People stop talking to each other, especially if it becomes something weird happen.
And sometimes women just them particular women
have been left holding the bag too.
Absolutely.
We didn't hit a number that'd be like doo doo doo.
Right.
Because they realize too. Women realize too. Like if they know that they're not together, so they doing their thing too.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. They just say
somebody that's more
done.
interesting.
Yeah, I'm gone.
If they find somebody more interesting, they'll just dip, and then like months later, you're like, oh, you do finally text them because you slowed down your texts or your calls.
Yep.
So now instead of me calling like once every other week that I was doing before, once a week, now I might be hitting you once every 2 months.
Yep.
She realizes that she ain't texting you back. She found somebody better. You finally do hit her back. She either gonna respond and be like, oh, no, I'm with Bay now. Or like, no, I'm good. Or she going to say, yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, from her perspective, then she had to say, like, nah, this is what I'm doing. And guess what? On my end, go.
Yeah.
Right? People just need to learn to be honest with each other.
Just be honest. Like, it took a long time. No. Let's go back real quick. Okay. Go back real quick. It was... like when you younger, it's like, okay, I'm with whatever shit. If you doing it, I'm with it and I'll figure it out later. Now, the first thing is being honest with yourself.
That's the first and
foremost. That's the first fucking thing that you gotta do. If you gonna start dating, I'm not the authority on dating people. Let's say that because I am not dating. But my thing is, it's you have to be honest, and one of the reasons I'll be honest about this, one of the reasons I don't date, because I struggle, and I've been struggling with this 4 years, guys, is pursuing someone. I struggle with that with my wife in our marriage. I struggle with that with dating. It's like everything almost, and it's part of life too. Like everything has to be handed to me to a certain point. So right now, in order to find someone right now in this day and age, social media and all that, you got to hit the ground and go after these people. You have to. I get why dudes and DMs and all this. You have to pursue them. You have to say, like to what Steve said, what producer Steve said is, damn, I lost it just that quick.
Producer Steve.
Producer Steve, did you? That's not an invite.
Right.
You didn't invite me. You just said, I'm chilling, come through. You didn't invite me to your house. You didn't say, hey, what are you doing Thursday night? I was thinking I'm going to make dinner for you. Why don't you come over? It's not perfect. And I struggle.
We all do as black
people. I
people.
struggle with that. I probably struggle more than the average.
We'll struggle with getting money. Being purposeful about getting $1, getting our check.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because that catapults you and makes you feel good to do the things that you
right.
But we don't think about happiness outside of you know what I'm saying? Like
it's taking us now to really start to focus on ourselves and joy and all that stuff.
Yeah, being honest.
That's why I always say the problem is if young men can do this and have this clarity of thought, and that's what we lost because Fred Hampton did. Like that nigga was 21. Like Stokely Carmichael, these niggas are 22 talking that conscious shit, and you got niggas that's our age now being like, that young man is right. That's the dynamic shit. When you got old men talking to young men, it's gonna seem like preaching. But when you got old men listening to young men, then it's like, so what you want to do? I got a farm. I'm a wood maker. It's like because I've got the skill. I've got the, you know what I'm saying. I've been there, done that, and so like y'all have the vision. Show me. It's like, how do you apply it? That's the same thing with all of that energy of these shorties running around the city. If it could be focused, that's where entrepreneurs come in. That's why I said if we ran a business that held 250 people, but we didn't have a business, it's like now we just got to unite with young people.
On the next pod, we're gonna talk about succession planning, and I don't look at succession planning from a business perspective only. I look at it from a generational culture perspective, right? And that's finding somebody to the moment you get in the door. You already looking for your replacement. Kind of we talked about last week. Kind of finding out, who's your
not dying with your boots on.
Right, not dying with your boots on. Who are you pulling up? Who are you bringing up in this, that, and the third? And how do we empower the people to do what we need to do, right? To help this world. And
absolutely.
And these people, and we'll talk about that too. Like these young people, man, like they are smart and they are seeing stuff from a different lens, bro. That we are not, and we're trying to get there. But these 20-year-olds. They already got a different lens. They're seeing things so different and so fast.
They got so much information that we didn't have.
I feel like everybody is finding, as black people, and I think our natural thing is because we come from a place of abundance.
Yeah,
we don't know how to hoard, and what I mean is like hoard cash, hoard shit for saving for later, and everything is so disposable and right now. Yep. Yes, young people have a new way to get to it, but they're still spending it at the same rate. They still are spending it faster. They're getting to it faster so they can spend it faster. That whole understanding of having a trust, like you said, succession planning and being like, I have so much that I want to give away. I want to prepare other people to get this same thing. We're always trying to get. So it's like we don't have the squirrel mentality where we're burying nuts. You know what I'm saying? I just want to save. Like the squirrel mentality is they save so much they don't even know where they save. You know what I'm saying? It's the old joke that West Ham we got so many acorn trees because thank God for squirrels forgetting where they buried their acorns. You know what I'm saying? So it's that mentality of just keep putting shit away and being able to use it later. Like you don't even know what it's for now, but when a young motherfucker come along and want to run for mayor, and it's like, I've been saving money for a nigga like you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you got Willie Wilson that's still out here at 60 years old giving away free gas just so you'll know who he is. Like, get behind a young nigga. Hear that power. You got, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead, man.
So, no, that's solid, man. And that's the thing, dude.
Yep.
We gotta stop lying. Stop lying to ourselves.
Yep. That starts number one.
That starts number one.
That's number one.
And that's what we're talking about. We talked about infidelity. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying in your relationships.
Yep.
But you gotta ask yourself why. And I know you ended it, but why are we lying to ourselves? And what are we lying to ourselves about? Because I think we
let's get into that.
We keep it true to a point where it's like you're not lying to yourself, and that's why you're in depression. You know the projected My income for the next year is not looking good. My living situation for the next year is not looking good. But however, when I get invited out this Saturday, I can't wear none of that, right? Like I'm outside. Oh, I got to get the new Jordans because I got to get my shirt to match I got to make sure I look good. But I don't feel good. You know what I'm saying? And that's you got to switch that.
That's a crazy circle too, because like I always try to speak from a personal aspect. Looking good helps the feeling good process too.
To a point.
To a point. But, and I get what you're saying, you can't destroy, now I don't want to use the word destroy, but you can't mess up something else that you're struggling with in life just to look good for Saturday.
Right.
So that's crazy too. But at the same time, man, honestly, we're getting older and the stuff I've been through, fuck it. Do what make you feel better, man. Fuck it. But it's still a flip side to all of it. If you're not dealing with the shit that makes you feel bad,
right,
then it's just all fucked up anyway.
Because that's the thing. That's the trigger. The bad stuff is putting you, those negative thoughts, those bad things that you're feeling, that trauma that you have forever.
I've definitely been
you
through.
Being broke as hell for the last 30 years, and why when you get a little bit of money, you're going to go splurge on this, even though all that comes from the trauma from some past that you're holding on to that we got to figure out. And as men especially, that's leading this newer generation that's trying to teach and help the young, that's trying to have, be connected with these new relationships that are, honestly, bro, these new relationships are dynamic in a way, and they're fast, and we got to learn to settle stuff down, bro.
Yeah,
we got to learn to be the peace, and we got to learn to have our own personal peace. We got to bring peace to our families. We got to bring peace to the organizations that we're in, and to our neighborhoods, and to the people that we're surrounded by, man. Because if we don't do that, then all that turmoil that everybody's dealing with individually is going to just continue to bubble up, and everything's going to fall. Yeah. So we got to stop lying to ourselves. And we got to just go.
It's crazy, and I know we're about to wrap up, but one more thing. I never, until I would say maybe in a year to today, I think Will Smith said it first. I don't know if he quoted somebody, but I heard it from Will Smith first. He said, nobody on this earth is responsible for your happiness but you.
At all.
And I never understood what he was saying
I'm starting
until
to get that now.
I got it now. I fucking got it now.
I heard that probably like last month or this.
Yeah, no, it's been a while since I heard it, but I never got it. And so about a year, I would say a year till now, a year, in this last year, I really get it.
Let's talk about that too.
Absolutely.
I also want to talk about I don't know what make me happy.
We're gonna help some people out.
I'm glad you said that. We're gonna table that one. That is a great I said me and him had this conversation before too. But yeah, we're gonna definitely table that and come back.
Take us out of here, Zach. Man, what you want to do?
Yes,
man?
Get us some music, some funky groove.
Man, we can pray to the Most High. Nah, but real talk, let's just go out what we came in on.
Real quick, shout out to my boy Jarrell. He had a birthday Friday. We rolled down to Naptown to say what's up to him. Happy birthday, bro. Love you.
Yeah.
Well wishes and peace to everyone. Hey, Jive time.
All the
Sucker
love.
pig.
Hey, Chicago, do your thing. Honestly, people, do your thing.
People, be happy, man.
Try to find some love. Try to find some happiness.
Embrace the love.
Make it yourself. Bring your vibration up to where it wants to be, where you want it to be.
Embrace the love.
I see beautiful children around me, man. This is great. This is what we're supposed to be right here, man. Have a good time. That's great seeing you. Once again for the players.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, look at you, man. Come on, keep it smooth.
Some players.
Fuck Javen.
Stupid.
That was an accident.
That was the wrong one.
That was good. That was about like an hour 10.
I had set my alarm too for an hour. So about an hour.
Fuck Javen.